So we start our reading through part of the Gospel of Mark as we just prepare our hearts for Easter during this Holy Week. I'm going to read from Mark chapter 14, just verses 1 to 11. Mark chapter 14, verses 1 to 11. Now the Passover and the feast of unleavened bread were only 2 days away. And the chief priests and the teachers of the law were looking for some sly way to arrest Jesus and to kill him. But not during the feast, they said, or the people may riot. While he was in Bethany, reclining at the table in the home of a man known as Simon the leper, a woman came with an alabaster jar of very expensive perfume made of pure nard. She broke the jar and poured the perfume on his head. Some of those present were saying indignantly to one another, "Why this waste of perfume? It could have been sold for more than a year's wages, and the money given to the poor." And they rebuked her harshly. "Leave her alone," said Jesus. "Why are you bothering her? She has done a beautiful thing to me. The poor you will always have with you, and you can help them any time you want, but you will not always have me. She did what she could. She poured perfume on my body beforehand to prepare for my burial. I tell you the truth, wherever the gospel is preached, throughout the world, what she has done will also be told in memory of her." Then Judas Iscariot, one of the 12, went to the chief priests to betray Jesus to them. And they were delighted to hear this and promised to give him money. So he watched for an opportunity to hand him over. The storm clouds are gathering for Jesus. And Mark tells us that the chief priests are plotting and Judas is getting ready to betray. And in the middle of this, we have this beautiful encounter with a woman who responded to Jesus with all that she had, so generously. Would you or I have been on the sidelines, embarrassed or even disgusted by her actions? As we move together through Holy Week, getting closer and closer to the storm and the darkness that will be Good Friday, let us respond to Jesus wholeheartedly, knowing that he will stop at nothing to show us how much he loves us.
When God's perfect plans are hard to see, and struggles surface everywhere, we lay our lives before his sovereignty and pray his peace would find us there. Jesus, Lord of peace, is with us now and will forever be a shepherd king who leads us into perfect stillness. When sadness hits our homes and all feels lost, when the night is full of fear, God of comfort shows His love to us and holds us tightly through the tears. Jesus, Lord of peace, is with us now and will forever be our shepherd king who leads us into perfect stillness.